Jai Mahakal and welcome to JS Cafe. Folks, today we are going to make a comment section. Let me quickly show what exactly we are going to build. So over here, think of it as, a section on a page where we can see all the comments, maybe from Instagram, from Facebook, or maybe from Reddit or whatsoever. So the real challenge is that the comments can be nested because they have replies. So on the screen you can see that there are two comments, lorem ipsum 1 and 6, and you can see that if the reply exists, we can click on this, and inside it we have three nested comments, and you can see that the comment 4 is also having another nested comment like this, and we can also add replies to this. So the moment I clicked add reply over here, I can say something like my dummy comment, okay, and the moment I hit outside, you can see that I have my dummy comment present over here. So this is what exactly we are going to build today, and it is going to consume a lot of heavy data structures. First of all, that we'll be using recursions in React, and the part where we are adding a new comment for any comment section over here, we have to traverse through this nested object. So we'll be using a DFS as well, depth first search. So two data structures, recursions and DFS, are going to come handy over here, and I am really excited to work on this because again it is not so easy to implement. It looks easy on the UI, but behind the scenes a lot of things are happening. So without wasting time, let's get started. So I have my React application running using White. Okay, so this is what I have. So let me just close this and get rid of all the components. Okay, so white logo and other stuff we can get rid of. So we have a count, set count, we don't need it. All right, so what you have to do is, first of all, I'll head over to my app. I'll create a folder called as components. Okay, and inside this component I'll create a new folder. I'll call this as comment, and this comment will have a file called as index.jsx. okay, so we are going to import component. Okay, so import, we have to import, we have not created component, so RAFC, we have created this component, and we have to name this as comment. Okay, and import comment from /component/comment. okay, and I'll just render my comment over here. Okay, this looks awesome, and let's check that if everything is fine. Yeah, so we have this index, and we are also getting some styles, maybe from app.css. yeah, a lot of styles are there. Let's get rid of it. And why is it at bottom? This is not good. What is in index.csx? Let's get rid of these styles. Yes, let's get rid of these. So we have got a really nice, not really nice, we have just got the app working, and my main agenda over here is that we'll have to start creating with the UI first. So we have this div over here, so this would be the div. Okay, so first of all, if we check the app which we have to create, so first of all, let's start creating this basic UI, where on the left you have this particular comment, and on the right you have two options, one to reply, and one to add a reply, one to show or hide a reply. Okay, like this. So first of all, this is my div. Okay, and on the left I have to show my comment, so I'll say lorem ipsum, okay, over here, and after that on the right I have to show the controls. So this is another div to contain the controls. We have two controls with us. Actually, we have more, but we have three controls, but the one control, which is this one, hide reply, it toggles between view reply and hide replies. Okay, so this is what it is. So how exactly are we going to fix this? We don't really have to fix this. I'll just keep it view reply for now, and when we'll add more functionalities, this would ideally be switched to hide replies as well. And another mandatory part is add reply. Okay, so we have these two parts working, and let us go to, or maybe I can just, once a second, let me add it on the side. And which one is this? Yeah, so we have it over here. So this is one thing. Now I'll have to add some styles over here. So to add the styles, I'll create one file called as styles. Because Tailwind is, I think, not present over here, we'll have to set up Tailwind. But why to use Tailwind for the small application right now? We can use CSS, styles.module.css, and at the top, let me shrink this a little. Yes. So at the top, I'll just say import styles from styles.module.css. Okay. So we have the styles. So what is this? This is our styles dot comment container. Okay, so this is my comment container. Display flex. Okay, justify content space between. Okay, and we have this a border, so we have to give border 1 pixel solid black and some padding 5 pixels and border radius 5 pixels. So we have this comment section. Now what I have to do is I'll have to style these buttons, class name, controls. Okay, and let me see if post CSS is working. Color blue. Yeah, post CSS is not working. Anyways, we don't need post CSS. Okay, maybe I was not using it correctly. It has to be not like this. Since this is a modules, so it has to be styles.controls. And let us again now check post CSS. Yeah, post CSS is working. Yep, this is working. So we have this nested CSS present over here. So colors can be blue. Font size can be 10 pixels. 10 is too small. 12, yeah, 12 is good. And it has to be align items center. Yeah, these are good. Okay, and we'll have to add some margin. So margin right 4 pixels. Okay, but these are not having some, they are not getting the margin. And why is that? Okay, so I'll have to see. Yeah, because they are inside a span. Okay, so the span inside it would have margin right 4 pixels. Yeah, they are good. The controls, so this will be cursor pointer. Yeah, cursor is pointer. This is good. And we have add. So the basic UI is okay. These guys are, I think, doing just fine. Alright, before moving ahead, I would like to take 2 minutes of your time and talk about something which I have been working on. So recently I uploaded a video on Next.js Yatra course. If you have watched my React Yatra course, which has over 50k views and 2.6k likes, let me show you. Yeah, so you can see that this particular course, React Yatra, got around 50k views and about 2.6k likes. People are absolutely loving this particular course, and as a succession, I have created a new course which is called as Next.js 14 Yatra. The course introduction can be seen in the same channel as well. If you go to videos, and you can over here see the introduction of the particular course. This time I have tried something really new this time. Okay, you can see from all the graphics and the animations and other stuffs. And if you really felt React Yatra was worth your time and you learned a lot of stuff from that particular course, then please, I would urge that you give a try to this particular course, Next.js 14 Yatra. Because if React Yatra was at this particular level, then Next.js 14 Yatra is at the very next level. I have personally spent 2 months on creating this course, so you can you can expect that the quality of this particular course is really going to be very awesome. And yeah, please don't feel pressurized on purchasing this particular course, because again, it's your hard-earned money. Please go through go through the curriculum, go to the syllabus, and only if you feel that it is worth your time, worth spending the money, then only enroll. Okay. Where exactly you can find this course? You can go to the description, click on this particular link. When you land on this particular, would talk about what exactly is this particular course going to contain, a brief comprehensive summary, and the syllabus. There is a bonus part that this particular course contains a free ebook, the JavaScript handbook, around 100 pages, which I created last year. So this would be provided free of cost. Okay, no charges added. And please note that $14.99 is the lowest this course will ever go. As we progress and add more content, the prices will increase. Okay, so if you're someone waiting that, okay, let the complete course finish and then I'll purchase, then by the time the course prices are going to be high, and again you'll end up spending extra money on this particular course. So and yeah, this particular course is in 2 phases. In the first phase, we are going to build a Jira clone and we are going to understand each and every concepts of the Next.js. In phase 2, my friends, I am going to work upon the DevOps, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Redis, and other type of stuffs. Okay, whatever things are present related to DevOps, that is going to be covered in this particular course only. That is why I am urging that you, if you are interested, then this is the best time to enroll. Otherwise, you will spend extra money when this course gets over. Okay, and this is the syllabus. Okay, you can take a pause to look at the syllabus of the phase 1. And phase 2 will be announced after we complete the phase 1. So this is what I wanted to tell. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's start thinking about the data model. So how exactly the comments are going to be nested inside each other. So I'll just create one file, new file, or maybe inside we create a folder called as data, and I'll create my comments.js. So this is my data file, and so let me grab the comment data that I have proposed over here. So this is the comments data, an array. Okay, this is an array of what? Array of objects. So you can see that it has 2 comments in the root. The former comment with ID 5 is having a comment, and the sub comment is empty. So what is sub comment? So any replies to a particular comment goes to sub comments array. Okay, so there is an object containing the ID of the comment, what was the comment, and what are the replies. We can, if you are not comfortable with sub comments, you can rename this as replies. Okay, and so if you check the first object, the object first, so over here you have ID, comments, then sub comments. Sub comments is again having a lot of data, so it is containing another comment following the same semantics, the same prototype which we have created with ID, comment, sub comments, ID, comment, sub comments, ID, comment, sub comments, and again sub comments containing another comment with ID, comment, sub comments, and sub comment is empty. So this is how we have a scalable data structure for maintaining the comments. So this is really awesome. We have got a desired structure, and right now our goal is that the moment I render this, this should be rendered inside in the UI in a tree structure. Okay, so how exactly are we going to make this? So first of all, I'll import the comments data. Okay, I'll import the comments. We need app.jsx, yeah, app.css, no. So we'll pass the comments over here. So I'll say import comments data from data comments, and I'll pass a prop comment data. Yeah, so I'll pass a prop called as comment data as comments data. Okay, so we have passed it as a prop. Index.css not needed. So over here we have props, and from const props we are going to extract the comments data. Now what I have to see is that first of all I want to iterate over the array. So comments data is an array, so I'll iterate over each array. So we have this comment data, and I'll have to iterate over this comment data dot map comment. Okay, then I render this, and what it is saying that unexpected token. Yeah, this would be expected. Let me add this over here. Yeah, and data is missing in props validation. But this is a JSX. Why is it complaining about props validation? Am I missing something? Okay, let me console log comments data. So we are getting this object, really nice. Then what is the problem with comment data? But we are not returning anything. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. So we have got this comment over here. Two comments are rendered, the first and the second comment, but these are still non-functional. So what I'll do is, so I can, let's do one thing. Let's create one more component called as comment item. Okay, and it receives props, and I'm going to extract comment from the props. Okay, and I am just going to return this particular div, and over here I just want to pass comment as comment, and this is working fine. And why are these things complaining? Disable react props, but this is JSX, bro. This is JSX, not TSX. Yeah. And I'll have to pass a key. So key would be comment.id, and the errors are mostly gone. And this is the comment. So I can over here I can say comment comment. Okay, we have got comment over here. Now the one thing that is missing, that we are missing, is that we are not rendering subchilds. So imagine something like you have a div container. Okay, you have this div. Now inside this comment section you have to show exactly similar item. So if I just do something like comment dot subcomments dot length is greater than 0, then just show a comment item again. Okay, and this time the comment would be sub comments. But no, this is not how it would work. So if there are sub comments, then it has to be array of sub comments, right? So we are going to render the comment parent. So this is what we are going to render, not the item, because it is a job of the parent to render the arrays. Okay, so over here we have to pass comment data, and we will pass the array. Okay, let us see if this is working. And whoa, we are able to see nested childs very clearly using recursion. You can see that we have lorem ipsum 1, the first comment. Okay, let me extract this, the first comment. This is first comment without, okay, this is first comment, lorem ipsum 1. Then it is containing 3 sub comments, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, and fourth one is also containing 1 item. So you can clearly identify it from the boundaries. So over here, what I sense that is we have to just fix the stylings. Okay, that is all we have to do. So this comment container is the entire boundary, and we have these 2 sections. So I can clearly separate out these parts over here, and this would become class name. This is comment container, and this is what? Details, comment details maybe. So this would be styles dot details. So this is one div and this is another div. So let us fix the stylings. So we are having a flex, and flex direction would be column. Okay, flex direction would be column. Align item center, not exactly. So we are stretching like this, and so the controls are inside the details. Okay, the controls are inside details. So we have one more hierarchy over here called as dot details, and inside details would go our controls, and details would be display flex. And yeah, this looks better. This looks much better, and I think I can improvise on with margins and other stuffs. So margin bottom 5 pixels, or margin top may also work. Yes. And again we can add align item center, align items center, justify content space between. Yes, this looks good. Let us also increase the padding to 10 pixels so that it is clearly visible. And right now, my friends, we have just achieved the UI. Okay, let me show this UI. This is exactly the UI that we want to achieve, and this is exactly the UI which we are seeing over here. So we have achieved the UI functionality using recursions. Let me recall with you what we have done. So we have firstly we have imported the comments data in the app.jsx file. We have passed this comment data to comment component. The job of the comment component is to render the array. So it iterates over the array, it maps over the array, and it renders each comment item. Each comment item is a UI block which can render the comment, then 2 buttons, and again it recursively checks that if there are sub comments, if the length is greater than 0, then again we are rendering the parent comment component which is responsible for rendering the array of components. So this is a recursive call that we are making over here. So we have passed this comment, and comment data, inside comment data we have passed a complete array. So this becomes a really nice recursive strategy to render the UI, and similar kind of a strategy you can use to render file explorer as well. It has, so anything which has nesting, this particular approach which I have just shown you comes very handy. So now once we are done making this UI, now I have to worry about adding the feature to show a input box. When I hit on add replies, so when I hit this, a text box should appear here, so that whenever I hit enter, whenever I type anything, it should be able to like take it and place the comment over here. Okay, so let's start making that. Okay, so now what we'll have to do is we'll have to work with making this action items functional. So let us start with the easy one. Maybe we can start with this view reply. So by default all the replies would be hidden, and I'll have to individually click on it to enable the replies. So over here I can create a state const show reply, toggle reply, use state, and let's keep this as false, and I'll only show replies. Okay, and maybe I really don't need this length check, because we are iterating over the array. So if the array item is empty, it will return just empty fragments. So we can get rid of this length check, and I can just say show reply, then show this. By default all replies are hidden. And how exactly can we view reply? So on click of view reply, I'll say toggle reply and change it to not of show reply. Now if I click this, I can see this, there is nothing, then I can see this. So ideally we should not show this reply button if there are no sub comments, if there are no replies. So over here I think we can add that array check. Okay, so I think this is a good place. So how exactly are we going to do? Comments dot sub comments dot length is greater than 0, then show me the option to view reply. Otherwise, why to even confuse the user? Okay, now if we refresh, so there is no reply, view reply button. Now over here I can see view reply and I can see the reply. This is awesome. Now we have got one good functionality working. Now the trickiest part is working on this particular button, which is add reply, but it is not really very tricky. The main pain point for us would be to implement the logic to shove that particular comment into a particular hierarchy. Okay, that is the only pain point, and that is the point where DFS would come into the picture. And I'll show you guys that you really don't have to memorize these kind of algorithms, because the logic comes as per your need. Okay, if you try to memorize these kind of algorithms, then you're not a developer. Okay, you're not a software engineer. I'll show you that how I come up with the DFS logic on my own, and I'll show you the caveats, that the hurdles which I'll go through while building the logic. So stay tuned, we'll be having amazing stuffs. So coming back to the development, so I'll have to implement a feature to show a input box. So first of all, let me create a input tag for myself. This would be input type equals to text, placeholder would be something like enter your savage reply. Okay, let's save this, and you can see this. For each comment I have the option to add a reply. Okay, this is nice. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll just select this, enter your Savage reply. I'll just style this a little, class name, and let's make this pretty. Reply box, and reply box is inside what? Inside details. Is it inside details? No, it is outside details. It is outside details. So we'll work accordingly. So it is outside. This is the details over here. So after details, we have this reply box. Border 1 pixel solid black. We have to save this as well. Yep. Border 1 pixel padding would be around 10 pixels. Border radius would be something around 5 pixels. And some margin top of 5 pixels. This is neat, right? This is looking very neat. But the problem is that we will have to, okay, I'll tell you about the problem later. So I'll tell about that later. But right now this should only be visible when I hit this add reply. So I can again create a show add reply toggle add reply. Okay. So we are going to show this only if this part is enabled, and like this, and on click of this I am going to toggle my reply. So this would be toggle add reply, and this would be opposite of show add reply. So let's just hit refresh. So add reply, amazing. View reply, amazing. Add reply, amazing. So this is working very fine. But the problem is that the moment I click add reply and I start typing, nothing is happening. So we are missing a very important property, which is auto focus. Okay, so if I add reply, you can see that this particular text automatically gets highlighted. The moment I introduce another, so the second one gets highlighted. So this is really cool stuff. Okay, and let's refresh this again. Now we'll come to the real pain point. Okay, we are talking about some real pain point over here. So the thing is that whenever I enter something, and then let's say if I talk about the blur action, okay, I enter something and I hit blur, it should attach the comment. It should attach this comment in this hierarchy. That is what I want. Okay, so I understood what you guys want. So if I create some an action called as on blur, okay, on blur, and handle blur, okay, I'll create this function for us. Const handle blur equals to a function. It gets a event. So the value, so the const new comment would be event dot target dot value. So we got the value. So what I have to do is I somehow want to add a new comment at some point. So let us figure out what would be our anchor point. So for this particular comment item, I am adding a new comment, that is for sure. So will comment ID help me over here? Yes, I think so. So it would really help me over here. So how exactly can I can I fix this? I can fix this by saying something like, maybe I introduce a new prop. Okay, I introduce a new prop over here, and I will call this as add new reply. This is a new function. And if I call this add new reply, so what is my target comment? This is my target comment, comment.id, And what is the new comment? This is the new comment that I have to pass. Now I'll pass this add reply as a props over here. Add new reply, and this is being passed. We'll create a new function, const add new reply. This is a function. We have a target ID and we have the comment, new comment. Okay. Now what I have to do is, first of all, I'll make this comment data as a reactive variable, because we'll be obviously appending new data to the state variable, and we'll have to show this comment over here. So static data would not work. So I'll first of all create a reactive variable. So I'll convert something like const comments, update comments, use state. Okay, and I'll first initialize it with initial data, and over here I'm going to pass comments, and this should still work fine. Now over here, my friend, I'll do something like const new updated comments would be update comments, or maybe let's call this as set comments. Yeah, let's call this as set comments, and I'll create a new utility function with the DFS logic. So update comments, and I pass my target ID and the new comment. And this comment has also should know the latest comment, the latest structure of the comment. So I will pass the comments, target ID and the new comment. Now we have to create this new function, update comment. This can come under some utilities function folder. So create new folder, utility or utils, and a new file called as helper.js functions. Now we'll create another function. Now please pay attention, because this would hurt your brains. Okay, so please pay attention on this part. So we have this update comments, and we are getting comments, target ID, new comment. So we are here on the very crucial part. First of all, the first step is to create a deep clone of the comments of array. Shallow copy will not work. Why? Because it has a nested value. If you have purchased my book, the complete JavaScript handbook, I have already taught deep clone and deep copy and shallow copy. So I hope that concept was clear. And so to create a deep clone, so I'll create a const comments copy, and I'll say something like json.parse json.stringify comments. Okay, so we have this comments copy with us. Now I'll use a for loop for const comment of comments copy. So we are iterating over each comment, and the best case would be that if comment.id equals to target ID, then we have found our comment, obviously. So we have found our target ID. Hindi में बोले तो हमें हमारा comment मिल गया. So we have found this comment, and what I have to do is I just have to put my new comment inside its sub comments. So how exactly are we going to do? So comment dot sub comments dot push. What we have to push? We have to push a similar data structure. So ID would be, now this time we need a new random ID. So how exactly we can do this? We can do this by using new date dot get time Okay, so new date dot get time, what this will do is, let me show in the terminal. It will give you a random, not random, the current timestamp. Okay, this is unique every time you call it. Okay, this is unique every time you call it, so it acts as a good unique ID for us. Now we have the ID. Now what is the comment? The comment is this new comment, and the sub comments would be empty array because no reply has been given to this comment. So this is our best case. So the moment I find this, I will append it on my new comments copy, and I will return my comments copy. But what if, okay, this would act for the case if I add reply to my root level comments. Okay, I'll tell you how this will work. So we have got the updated comments. Now what I will do is I will just do something like set comments, updated comments. Okay, now let us try to see. So if I hit add reply and blah 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 and hit blur, so what it is saying that add new reply is not a function. Okay, yeah, why this is not a function? Because I'll tell you why. Because we have not passed it. So this add new reply would be passed from the comment parent, and it would also receive it as a props. So I missed that. Let me refresh, hit add reply and blah blah blah. Okay, so now what you are getting error, that update comment is not defined. Yeah, okay, another silly error, we have not imported this. So we have to import update comments. So export const update comments. And are we getting? No, we are not getting. So I'll do something like import update comment from utilities helper and save this. Now let's refresh and try to see, and blah blah blah, and this is looking good. Now if I see view reply, my friends, you can see this particular comment over here. This after hitting blur, I am still able to see this particular input, so we have to hide this input. So I will toggle add reply. Okay, I will toggle add reply to false. We don't have to show the reply anymore. And once this blur has been completed, I have to toggle the reply to true so that I can view the comments. Okay, now if I refresh, I hit add reply and blah 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 and hit it like this, you can see that I can see my particular reply over here, which is awesome. But if I hit add reply inside a nested part, now if I do this, we get some error that add new reply is not a function and blah blah blah. Why this is happening? Because we have not passed this prop to comment over here. Okay, this is a parent component, so this should be same. So let us pass this and see if it is working. Now if I see view reply, add reply and blah 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 and hit it like this, I did not see my new comment. Why? Because our logic is only working on the first level of the tree. On the first level of the tree, it is not diving deep inside. So what if I did not find my comment in the first iteration? Okay, then how exactly are we going to fix this? This is again really very simple. So what you have to do is, if you did not find, then there are high chances that inside the sub comments you might again find it. Okay, so if comment dot sub comments dot length is greater than 0, okay, if we have some comments present over there, then I'll just say something like comment dot sub comments equals to I'll recursively call this update comment over here. Okay. Then my comments array would become comments.subcomments. My target ID and new comment is still same. Okay. And yes, I think this is all we need. Now if I refresh, if I see view reply, if I hit add reply and something random string, and if I hit outside, you can see that I got my comment. Now it would work for any level. Okay, if I click on the first level, this is my reply. I hit enter, I got my comment. Again add a reply, and this is again going to comment. If I hit add reply over here, okay, and something like this, and hit outside, see, this is working like a charm. Now what else we can add? So we are having this on the blur. Okay, so this particular stuff which we are doing over here, where it is, yeah, this is happening on blur. We have to perform this on enter maybe. Okay, on enter. So I'll say something like on key down, handle enter, handle key down. Okay, handle key down, and over here I'll say console dot const handle key down. I get event, and let me just log console.log event dot key, I think. Okay, let us see. So ABCD, if I hit enter, I get enter. Okay, so I get enter like this also. And I think there is another way which I am forgetting right now. Let me have a quick look. Detect enter key JavaScript. Okay, or event dot key code. I think this is all we needed. Event dot key code is 13, or this. I think I can play well with these stuffs. Okay, so we have these two stuffs, and what I have to do is I have to extract everything over here. So I can just do something like this and see if it is working, and then we'll convert into a util function. So I can see add reply and blah 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 blah, hit enter, and boom, we are done. This is working just fine. And let us just create a util function for this. Since this is what, let us use helpers. Okay, why helpers? Because this would not work with helpers because it doesn't know these state variables updates, right? So I'll just create a const maybe add comment util, sorry for the bad name, and what it will do is it will just take event and it will do the job for us. Okay, because I do not want to repeat my code. Okay, and I pass it over here like this and hit refresh, add reply, enter, hit enter, boom, we are done. This is, my friends, really amazing. Okay, so in this we learned about using recursions in React, and we also learned about how we can use a DFS algorithm. And trust me, I do not see this as DFS or something. Think in business terms, logic. Okay, if I get the comment over here, then where exactly will I find it? I'll find it in the sub comments. Obviously, this is as simple as that. Why do we need to complex with buzzwords like DFS, BFS, tries and whatnot? It is all logical. They have just defined it with these names that people get confused. Try to come up with logic yourself. Don't depend upon these algorithms. Okay, so we have done pretty much it, we can view the replies, add replies, and this is working just fine. So what I'll do is I'll just push the comments. So I'll stage my changes. Comment section, DFS and DFS recursion. Okay, and we can push this to master. Head over to github.com and you'll find a repository with front-end interview questions, and over here you can see this particular folder with a white project containing all our code. Okay, so from now onwards I'll try to create a single repository for all of my work done for the community, so that other people can fork this, make star, contribute new questions, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm really happy to start this initiative. If you guys liked it, then hit the like button, add some comments, and also do not forget to check the Next.js Yatra, which I have rolled out recently. The previous video on the React Yatra was a massive success, around 50k plus views. And if you found the video really helpful, if you found React Yatra really helpful, then trust me, Next.js Yatra is next level. Okay, the things which I have taught in React, they are okay, but Next.js Yatra, I have put a lot of hard work. Okay, and I have personally taken 2 months to bring up this particular course, Next.js Yatra. So just trust me on this. If you are not check the React Yatra, then go ahead, check the React Yatra, see how the course is, and if you found React Yatra helpful, trust me, Next.js Yatra would be a lot better for you. Just blindly take the course. Okay, that's all I can say. So yeah, this was all in this particular video. I hope you guys found it helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye.